said one. Stop recording. There we go. Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to a Toonkind at 12 FPS. This is Happy Hour. Um, my name is Dew. I'm going to be playing Lao Vis Blind. Um, and would my wonderful people like to introduce who they are? In whatever order.
I can go first. I feel like you've got a little bit more of a collection there. Hi everybody, my name's Whis, and I'm going to be playing Chifley Forde.
Oh gosh, yeah, you're right. Hi, my name is Lizz, and today I'll be playing the staff of uh the it's come on brain. You know these guys. Come on brain. The Crow's Foot, which
Hey.
includes Lucy Gosling, Andrea Cypri, Solange, and Oz the Goblin. Jesus Christ.
Look, to be fair, for
Gang.
people listening, it is 11:30 at night for me and Liz, so our brains may be on a chug capacity.
Yeah.
Time zones be whack.
They do.
It's fine. We make it work.
We'll make it work. Also, probably set a quick premise for this because it might have come out of nowhere for some. Basically, quick summary: Chifley's been staying at Lao for a while because he had some stuff happen and needed a little bit of TLC. And they are now celebrating because he no longer needs TLC constantly. He does not need to be nursed back to health. He is good to go and be a stankman bastard about town. And I think we're also celebrating some independent relatively, but I do a little shrug. A little shrug on that. That may or may not come up. Anyway, would you say this is the same day they had that conversation?
I mean, probably because they were talking about going for drinks, so like it makes sense that they would go either that day or the day after.
Yeah. I think it makes sense because Lao wouldn't want Tifley to change his mind and suddenly be responsible and be like, oh no, I should actually probably get back. No. We're getting you shit face. Time for you. Come out and live a little. So that's what he's doing. I'm gonna roll a quick survival.
Let's
Lao,
both.
to see
Let's both, just for
Yes.
shits and giggles. Straight up the bat, we're falling out of the dice tower. God, I have to modify this thing.
Oh.
Where the fuck did it go? There it is.
You're doing so well.
Oh, I have to modify this thing.
I feel like falling out the dice tower is very much resembling evoking what's going to be happening this hour.
Yes, quite possibly. And I'm not counting anything that comes out of the dice tower. That one was an 18, but it rolled out the other side. Third time's the charm. Hey! It's a 6. Love that. What's your survival?
Oh, boy.
Oh, your survival is a +4. Okay.
I have no idea how Lao has this high in survival. Actually, I might have an idea as to why. Yeah, no, wait, never mind. He does have a reason. Okay, so Whis, you got 10. Lao got a 20. So
Lao has been to the Crow's Foot before, perhaps. Chifley has not.
Lao, I think they went once as another celebration after the brain game that we did.
Oh, it was the same bar, was it?
Friends. Yes, same bar.
Oh, fantastic.
Chifley's been there once.
Yep.
His memory isn't the best in terms of where exactly it's located. Lao, on the other hand, is a semi-regular good place. Every bi-week or month, he will show up and do what people do. In pubs, I don't know. I don't tend to go to pub. I know there are drinks. Yeah, no. Lao is regular and familiar with the pathway, even after having not been there for a little while. Um, so he probably has to like grab Chifley's sleeve every now and then when he starts to head down the wrong way, and just, no, not that way, this way, come along. I think, Liz, do you want to describe the setting, or would you like me to?
Yeah,
Yep. Okay, you go
I
first.
can give a little description. Yeah, so as Lao is tugging Chiefly to please go this way and not down this alleyway, uh I guess the what they are walking down are streets that are very uh rustic, I guess. Very simple, or uh a lot of cobblestone, a lot of exposed wooden beams and such. Those who are familiar with places like outside of Inkwell and the greater world would understand that the architecture here resembles a lot of places on the other side of the continent. Oh no, not even continent. Sorry, world. Um, very, just think your standard like fantasy setting, like trope like town, but in the middle of Toontown. Uh, uh, there is somewhat styled, mostly in Toon materials, with the occasional like brick for brick, real kind building. And God, what time is it? Are you guys walking down here?
Evening. Um,
Evening, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, like probably 5, 6, maybe
six or
7,
seven, I'd imagine.
6 or
Yeah.
7. Yeah, yeah,
Six or seven.
yeah. So yeah, there's a few or so people, and you can start pointing out like, oh yeah, it's just the population here is very much skewed towards real kinds. Well, there's not many people on the streets right now. Uh,
I love the mental image of this so very like real kindy stereotypical fantasy tavern, and then this mostly transparent bird in a wheelchair and an anime twink walk in. It sounds like the start of a really bad joke.
well,
New title drop.
God, yeah.
Start of a really bad joke.
That's the ultimate name. Well, I will say, you're right about you're right-ish. Stereotypical street, kind of goofy looking tavern. This thing is like 5 floors tall.
Ooh.
um, Again, this place is a meld in between the real kind and Toon aesthetics that this place has got going on, swinging back and forth.
It's
I believe I
adorable,
described it as
Liz.
like,
I love it.
oh, thank you.
I love the design.
Like cartoon wooden beams with like the rest of the materials being constructed out of like real kind hardier materials. This shouldn't stand up. It's it's architecturally a mess, but visually a delight. And you can see in its like
I'll keep my
Tetris
architecture wizard away
blocky.
from it.
It's held up by sheer Toon love, and many windows. Hanging on the side of the building is a sign that swings about, and it shows the crow's foot. And it is it's alive. It's You see some figures walking back and forth like through the windows, but it seems like you're caught at the end of something. Like there seems to be a lot of people like at the doors holding their various like cloaks and stuff and talking to people, finishing the last of their drinks and setting it aside, and seemingly finding their ways back into the streets again. Very, very a a slant towards real kind population, but they seemed jovial. They seemed comfortable here, and you could see some familiar like Toon silhouettes as well, and they seem to be chatting in unison. Though you are kind of right when you're saying you two may stick out like a sore thumb, because even the Toons here have a more like medieval fantasy slant in their dress. But it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, Criminy Christmas. Oh, goodness. I love this so
Really
much.
beautiful description and design, Liz. I eat this. I eat it all. It's so good. I've had to think about how Lao is going to make an entrance, or if he even is going to make an entrance. You know what? I think he is just gonna kind of make his way up the ramp towards the door and towards Chifley. Just gonna right. So we have yes, we have 2 goals for tonight, Chifley. Would you like me to tell you what those particular goals are?
Please, by all means.
1, hold up one finger. You are going to have a night of no responsibilities, no stress, and just have fun. And 2, holds up a second finger. I'm going to foot the bill for this. If I see even the slightest hint of you reaching for your money pouch, your belt, or any gold coins, what have you, there will be retribution.
Thank you. It's not necessary, though. I can pay my own way.
Oh, no, it is. Don't start with that nonsense. I'm not having it. Just enjoy life. And he backs up quickly, and then pushes the doors open, and holds it open for you to go through.
Chifley will kind of give this little awkward smile and then step through, and then on the inside, like, hold the door so Lao can come in too.
Cool. Yeah, no, that will pass him by. And I would imagine it is after work. It's like 6, 7 in the evening. How busy do you think the pub is?
It's busy, but again, it's not like a whirlwind. It's not let's say a holiday or Christmas Eve where it's packed and people are trying to shove past each other. Again, it's people very content in their in their seats. There are some people who are like standing up, but again, it's people leaving. It's to the hour, whatever hour it's near to the hour, whatever hour it's going to be. It's the smell of stickiness, the smell of things.
You cut out there, Liz.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Liz? Oh no.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Liz, no.
I think Liz has been swept away by the crowd.
Oh dear.
By the packed pub.
Oh no.
Oh gosh. Brief intermission whilst we wait for Liz to come back.
14 minutes in, we've had 2 lines of dialogue and technical difficulties.
That's how it goes.
It's just how it
Although,
goes.
to be fair, Liz did say this might happen.
Just makes me more and more glad that I have a desktop computer, or all the people who have troubles with their laptops. My gosh.
She has returned. Despite of the crowd. Being crowd surfed back to us. Liz! Is crawling. We cannot hear her. She's crawling beneath the bar, beneath the stools, beneath the tables. She scuttles. We scuttle then she slithers. Come hither, Liz. Come hither.
Oh, cripes. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Well.
Oh, there you go.
Factory reset.
Vaporized.
Oh, dear.
Yet she will be back.
Mm.
Until then, enjoy absolutely nothing. Enjoy the sounds of. I don't have any clickety clack. Well, I do have clickety clacks, but I can't roll them together because they're very delicate.
Fair enough.
They're made of stone rocks.
A friend of mine has a large bronze or brass D20. She calls it her +5 against glass tabletops D20.
That is a good 20.
Yes. Liz!
God damn it.
Has returned.
Welcome back.
Guess I'm sweating. Ay, ay, ay.
Pats you so gently. How did you
Yeah.
enjoy crawling under the tables? You have
I
sticky
fell through
knees
the
now.
floorboards.
Oh, dear. I think you were in the process of saying that it's not super busy in the tavern. I kind of picture it's not a Friday night, everyone's going to get smashed before the weekend kind of thing. It's probably like a Tuesday.
Yeah, it's like midday, and like just like trying to wind down for whatever your like work was kind of thing, but like not getting too blasted.
Yeah. Only certain people have
yeah.
come here to get maggoted, so.
Yeah. But what you do see besides the sort of head count is a very tall room. It does not seem like it was. It seems like two of the floors, the ground floor and the first floor, is like combined into one big space, as there is like a mezzanine interior like balcony sort of running across the interior space. There is a stage off to one side that seems to have a band that's packing up. There's like a dartboard. There's like a big chalkboard with like the menu and drinks on display. And nearer to the door on the other side of the room is the bar itself, where you see currently behind it a black and white Toonkind rubber hose demon-looking lady, very stocky. You both have seen her before. Lao, you're very familiar with her. Chiefly, this is probably the person who served you, or at the very least, you recognize her. She is the person who runs this this tavern. This is Lucy Gosling. She seems to be saying goodbye to some pair of a real kind and a Toonkind like duo, and you know they are like packing up and just returning drinks and such. Yeah, is there any actions you want to do before stuff sort of shuffles around? I'm trying to get a picture of Wuxi while this happens.
Chiff is more or less following Lau's lead at this point. Like, I mean, he knows how a bar works, but especially now that he's allowed in them, because I actually looked up his age just before that, because I have a chart in my Google Drive of how old all of my characters are, and he has only been 21 since April. And while it might be 18 is the drinking age where I'm from, we kind of use the American one in Ankwell, so whoopsie doodle, he may have been underage drinking a little bit.
Fine.
It's fine.
Fine.
It's a miracle that you're allowed to show them to be drinking inkwell in certain places. But hey ho,
Yeah.
animation's a medium,
Okay.
not a genre. You can do whatever the hell you want. Anyway, this
I
is
just
Lucy.
imagine,
I love
I
her.
just imagine like if Chifley ever had like a sip of a drink when he was underage, the minute it like went up to his face, the whole thing becomes a censor bar. We do not show the wine. We do not show the alcohol.
Do not show it.
Well, he likes wine, actually. He likes red wine.
Oh.
But anyway, yeah, so Chip's just gonna follow Lao's lead. Like, presumably they will be wandering up to the bar, where Lucy is, but, he's just sort of gonna let Lao take the lead because this is Lao's idea, so he's like, alright, that's fine.
No. Lao is Lao is just gonna roll himself up towards the bar. And hopefully you will see a little smirk come across his face. And he lets go as one of the rims of his wheels cups his mouth and yells to Lucy, "Don't suppose you've got any of the good shit in instead of the swill you usually serve?"
While I live and breathe, you've kept me waiting. Come here. And she's just gonna like give you a, like a rough like shake of the shoulder. God, how
I told you
many?
about shaking!
What? Fine, fine. How? What? Oh, and just turns her head at Chiefly. Hey, I remember you. What's yes, I can. I'll get that drink back up for you, but you need to tell me where you've been. And she just turns around and starts like getting so many lemons.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll a deception right now. I'm gonna use the crap dice. Are you fucking kidding me? This is exactly what I said was going to happen. This is exactly what I said was going to happen. Because that was a nat 20.
Well, he's deceived.
He is deceiving like a pro. That makes it a 22. He's not laughing at the lemons at all. Not in the slightest. Fuck me.
As
This
Lucy
is
turns around to get
ridiculous.
the lemons. Lucy turns to get the lemons, and Lau will say, I don't suppose you've gotten any of the dwarven brews in since last time. If you get me a few of those for a real kind of drinks, I suppose I could tell you what's been happening.
Yeah, we go. I had a friend come over. I got him in the back. Damn. Okay. Just and like in the background of like this scene, you like hear like a ticking of a clock, and it's like getting super close to it being the hour.
Mm.
And she looks around and she goes, you know, those weren't cheap though. You know what? Strike while the iron's hot. And she just stomps on the table, grabs a little chalk that's kind of been hanging on the top. It's kind of like not it's not being hung straight. And she like rubs it off, like rubs it out, hangs it up straight, and she just writes in big short letters, "Happy hour extended." And you see everyone in this room, like that's been flying out, saying goodbyes, putting on coats, finishing off drinks, like stop and freeze. Like all look up at the sign.
Oh my
And
god.
everyone's like, the band starts playing once again. And we're like off to the races, and now we're moving. And now we're really grooving. Uh she gives you Lao a smile, and she like zips to the back of the room and zips back out, and she's holding the drink you requested and is pouring you a glass.
Oh, excellent. Um, whilst you've written that down, um, Lao's just cackled, and he starts clapping his hands very slowly as you start writing and says, "Oh, Lucy, you certainly know how to treat a man." Ah, mm-hmm. Chifley, hmm. Chifley, have you ever had a real kind alcohol before?
I can't say that I have. No.
Lucy, make that two.
Nods.
You might want to half the lemon.
Oh, okay. Well,
Lemon is fine, but
does so.
not to the level that Lao likes.
No, I'm kind of getting a taste for it.
Yes, well, I suppose even takes a certain sort of palate, I suppose. And I wouldn't want to be completely unpleasant experience for you. That's Chifley on the shoulder very gently. Um, I'm going to roll con save for whenever Lucy serves up the drink.
Yeah, I'll do one for Chiff too.
Yeah, it is a
Okay.
very quick.
Oh, splendid.
Oh, I love this.
Correct.
Spectacular. Again, exactly what I said would happen. That the newer dice, which I had said was shit, rolled a nat 20. And the older dice, which I thought was better, rolled a 3.
Oh, I love
God
this.
bless.
Chiff's not
For
gonna be handling real kind stuff very well.
Well, that does make sense. Because at least in my personal headcanon, toons are able to like physiologically drink drinks a lot easier because they're more magic than alcohol, whereas real kind drinks are more alcohol, like straight up. And I did 2 rolls, and I gave Lau advantage because he is used to drinking real kind alcohol from when he's grown up, and especially dwarven kind. Um, um, he rolls an 8 and a 9. So
He's out of practice, obviously, because he hasn't been here for a couple of months or whatever it is.
exactly.
Whereas,
If he has been drinking at all, it's been light shit.
whereas,
Basically, the equivalent of Budweiser.
well, Chiff doesn't even. Chiff only drinks socially. He doesn't drink otherwise. So he's not very accustomed to alcohol, not very accustomed to real kind alcohol, and I'm just picturing that little bit from the end of the Lackadaisy pilot with the shattering of glass noise and like the whole fridge, his whole design just going really spiky, and you just put it down and go.
There it is. There it is. Ooh. First time?
That's certainly a beverage.
Okay. Wait, hold on a second. Then she like turns away, and she's like serving up a drink for somebody else who's now appeared at the other side of the bar requesting a drink.
Lao.
Right, you two, tell me. She's referring to you guys. Tell me where you guys went. What happened? Give me the story.
As you say that, Lao lifts his hands up to pat Chippy on the back and then stops and then moves it to his shoulder and squeezes his shoulder and says, "Well, how did that go down?"
Like a lead balloon.
I'll admit it is quite strong for a first go, but it's a good head start at least to getting you to loosen up a little. Don't worry, I'll make sure you get a chaser that's a bit more pleasant than that one. He says as he takes another sip of his, and he shakes his head, and you can see that his outline kind of wibbles a bit, gets slightly fuzzy, before he shakes his head, and it goes back to normal, and he just, oh, I have missed these. As for where I've been, well, I actually haven't really been anywhere. I've been in Toontown. He just takes another sip of his drink. He doesn't continue.
Eyebrow raise. And people have been in labyrinths before. I'm not ignorant to Toontown. Go on.
Some of what happened. I can't tell you really all of it. Let's just say I was indisposed for a little while. And I'm gonna roll a quick charisma check.
I'm gonna roll
No,
another con save so Chiff can have another sip of this drink. Okay, the second sip goes down much better.
Yes.
What the hell is with my dice today?
Basically, this, I guess. Oh my god! And Chif's got a taste for it.
Oh, far out! I don't get this. I've rolled my dice like 4 times today and I've had 2 nat dice. What the shit? Okay, so the first sip went down horribly and then he's like, alright, maybe if I just like drink it this way, like put it, like hold it in his mouth a little bit more or something. I don't know. I don't drink that much alcohol anyway. But he'll drink it and he's like, actually, that goes nicely. Or maybe he'll put more lemon in it. Maybe that will work. So he did that, and that helped. So he's gonna have a decent, with that nat 20, he's gonna have a decent sip of his drink while Lao is explaining.
Yeah, so Lao rolled a charisma check to see how well he can tell what he's going to say. He got a 5. Well, he rolled a 2 with a +3, so a 5. Um, and sort of, well, I suppose. Also, if you hear snoring, I'm sorry, it's my puppy.
Doggy.
Buggy, having a big Holly, are you snoozing? Yeah, he's gone. Okay. Anyway, Lao kind of leans against the bar top and just, well, I suppose you could say, yes, I was indisposed. I wasn't really in a sort of state to be able to pop down, unfortunately, I think. I'm not sure if I was dead, or if I was on my way to dead, or if I was just unconscious, if I was in a coma. It was not really specified. Safe to say that I am fine now, and
Medically indisposed, one way or the other.
Yes, much that. And, well, I suppose you've got at least this fellow here to thank for bringing me back so that I can actually maybe one day pay off that tab of bonds. And he taps Chifley again on the arm.
Chiff's just gonna give a little bit of a smile at that.
Sorry, Chifley, you just get like a big fist to the shoulder and she's like, hey, good on you, bud. Nice work.
I'm rolling a strength save.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Rolling Chifley a straight
This man is
save.
a weak little man.
Yeah, just both of you just get a back.
Oh,
Ow. Yes! Perfect.
She's gonna punch him straight off the chair.
just vertically off screen. Just gone.
Oh, man.
God, I want to say that Chifley just bumps bumps into a tune, like somehow pierces through the crowd of people that are like surrounding this bar, but like bumps into a tune that's like ah! And she like almost spills her drinks, but is able to catch them all in like a single stacked period. And she's like, "Oh, sorry," and this little green sausage shaped goblin tune question mark baby, and she's just like frantically balancing all of these drinks and snacks, and she just like tries to get you back on your feet.
How far away is this goblin?
Um, not very. She's like smack bang in between the bar and the wall, the other far wall. So like,
Okay.
you could see her. She's not a very It's a very particular design. You recognize his shape. You know who this is, Lao.
Yeah. No, I was gonna ask because
Oh.
if they were within 5 foot, now I was gonna try and roll a sleight of hand.
Oh my
To
god.
snatch a drink.
She might. uh, at disadvantage. I think it's slightly further than 5 foot, but not like 2 hour thing. So you might have to really like push the boundaries and reach.
Well, okay. Okay, that's certainly one roll you've got now. Well, with disadvantage, what is your modifier on sleight? Oh, nothing. That's a fucking 8.
Oh yeah, like in shot you see Lao trying to like reach, like for the drink as this goblin is like trying to stand cheaply up and is like trying to brush him up, but because of tune logic, her fingers get frostbite and she just like tries to shake it away.
Oh dear.
But she eventually like stands you up and like it's like pushing you back towards the bar. I'm pretty sure her passive perception is not high enough to see that Lao is trying to snatch a drink. So you're fine, but you just didn't get one.
Nice.
Incredible. I am making myself a little drunkenness chart for Chifley.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
And as you're doing that, Lao will. Oh, okay.
Yep. No, go for it.
I was gonna say, as you're doing that, Lao is going to pull his hand back, and smirk and say, "Oh, nice catch. I see you've been practicing. Very impressive stack." He leans back in his chair and looks up at the stack of drinks.
It's like yeah, I'm you could say I'm pretty skilled with balance and things mostly. It's so busy. It's so busy. She's like looking at Lucy like it's so busy. She's starting to sweat, and she's like, "I need to wait these tables. I'll maybe bye." She like disappears into the crowd.
Jeff will just sort of brush himself off and trot back to the bar and awkwardly sit down and rub his bicep.
Unfortunately, you do not get an apology from Lucy. She's half it is still on you guys, but she's also trying to serve other people.
Oh.
Lad! Ah, I love them.
They're also good. Al kind of cricks his neck up briefly. You didn't break anything? You're all in one piece?
Yeah, I think I'm fine. That was just some unexpected levels of enthusiasm.
Hmm. Yes, well, Lucy is a very enthusiastic and rather fantastic host. Of all the bars and taverns I've been to, I would have to admit that she is rather. Let's get back to her, mind you. She's rather good at what she does, and she's willing to play the game a little bit. And he picks up the rest of his drink, downs it, and then slams it back onto the counter, pushes the glass aside, and up to Chifley. Are you going to finish that and go on to round two?
Yeah, suppose I should do. Let's just roll another con. Let's see what happens. Ah, Chiff. That's boring. That's an 18. He downs it fine. I'm going to move on to the other die. I'm just going to start using that one permanently now. So he's managed to get this down after a interesting first sip.
Yeah.
Just
Getting a
going
taste, getting a
quickly.
taste.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Give me a second. I'm going to Oh wait, no, I know what he's going to do. Lao's going to look at the specials board, or whatever's written down on the bookboard. Do you have anything on the list, or would you like me to read off a few?
Oh, if you got suggestions, I'm all for it. Somehow the board has changed to be a little more packed. Like before it was like nice, neat rows, and now it's just like a scribbling, like everything's on the house. Everything is go, go, go. Um so like the house special of the crow's foot is the Wanderlust, which is a very colorful looking like drink that seems toony, but everyone seems to have a taste for it. Um, but there is again real kind liquor. There is tune like XXX, just like generic stuff, and there's also some kind of goofy stuff that probably Lucy just had in the basement because people gave it to her as gifts, and she's like, "I most of the people here don't really drink this, but now's the time if ever."
Hmm, okay. I will say that a couple of things on this board. There's like a group of them, or at least there's a group of three of them. There's one called Liquor Mortis, there's one called Rigor Mortis, and there was one called Vigor Mortis. Um, what other drinks are on the menu? Um, there, there's one that doesn't actually have anything written down. It's just the image of a of a gun, which is kind of weird, but that's like at the very bottom of the list. Um, and then there's something called a kiri, which looks like a daiquiri, but it's spelled. Um, what else is there? And there's something called a fireball on there.
Chifley is looking over this list going, as a nurse I'm avoiding all of those death-sounding ones, and also fire doesn't mix with me. Maybe the Wanderlust might be better. He's just like, what do I drink? I don't want to be boring.
I am going to roll a persuasion, and now is going to look at Chifley and just Chifley, we've come out so that you can have a bit of fun and live a little. We're not going to live a little. Let me pick one for you, and you could pick one for me. Anything off of the menu, or you know what? You can even ask Lucy for a recommendation if you want, and I'm sure she'll be able to give you something
No.
appropriate for me. What do you say?
Sure. I think that sounds fine. I
Let's
don't have a lot of experience with alcohol. I mean, I like wine. Wine's fine, but...
Lao, flaps a hand. Wine is wine is just old produce. It's, I mean, yes, technically it's alcohol, but it's not it's not what one would call the good shit. Where I'm from, it's boring. And
She's just
we're not
gonna
here to
lean
talk.
closer to Lao, like put his elbow on the bar and his chin on his hand. Just, you know, I've only been of age for a few months, right?
Well then, and he leans in a little closer. That just means you've got an awful lot of catching up to do on how to drink properly. And he's gonna call out to Lucy. Lucy, that fireball, does it actually contain anything with any sort of fire elements in it, or is it just its name?
I'm not. Give me a second on that one. And she like opens up a pamphlet and starts. Well, not a pamphlet, a huge fucking book, like just
The
full of
dietary
papers and
requirements
stuff. And
matrix.
she's like, yeah, and she's like looking you up and down and just flicking at the speed of light. Yeah, just give her a second on that.
That's, um, yeah, no, luckily, and I think you should try and be a little bit more adventurous. So long as this little drink doesn't have anything that would harm you. Obviously, I'm not going to make you drink something that will kill you. Unless, no, I'm not going to. But I think you should try it.
All right. If that's your recommendation. Whereas for you, I think the most out there glitter-filled drink is what I think you should drink.
Oh, fuck you! Oh, you fucking prick. You know, I'm very thankful that neither Austin or Drew were here. Fuck, if Austin saw me drinking something like that. Actually, I think he'd probably nick it. So, you know what? Why not? Fuck it, alright, fine. Lucy, I need the fireball for this gentleman and the most fruitiest, glitteriest fuck up drink you could mix.
Julie's just wheezing into his hands now.
At the fruitiest, glitteriest drink, Lucy has like a little smile. It's like, I've been waiting for this one. Alright, I can get this up real quick. Solange, can you man the fireball, please? Thanks. And soon enough, from behind the door of the bar emerges a a short, real kind, young human. She has big curly hair that covers her eyes, but she moves around the space confidently. And she is handed the big old book, and she's like, "Oh," and she then like dutifully starts flicking through it as well herself. Um, but soon enough, Lao, you are going to be handed the what you now recognize is the house special, but with a few additions to it. What would be like a paper parasol is actually like a little paper boat that's floating in your drink.
Oh, that's so
There's
cute.
also a,
Thank you.
a a sparkler in it, like somehow a very gentle sparkler that is just going off the sides. And it seems that the drink is like shifting to a more while the drink is usually like this orange and pink ish color, yours seems to be hitting more like a pink to purple. And Lucy like slides it towards you. Oh right, I forgot. It's not just the drink; it's a root beer float. The Wanderlust is like an alcoholic root beer float with pomegranate flavoring and actual like rum and stuff. Don't ask me how it works, but it does taste nice according to many people who come here. But yours also has additional a paper boat and
Ooh.
a sparkler, and Lucy slides it over and says, "Bon voyage."
Chip's leaning back from it a little bit because of the sparklers, but he's just sort of got a hand on his cheek and he's grinning.
Cool. Give me a second. Does either of you want to roll insight?
I mean, you can if you want.
Lucy will, yeah, because I feel like this is a kind of thing that
No, that's wrong.
she's been trying to like goad Lao into drinking, but Lao has never really tried because oh boy, what is 1d20? What is your whiz? Okay. +4. Wow. Something that Lao probably hasn't tried before. Oh Jesus.
Ella!
So are those insight rolls on
Ooh.
Tiff, or?
No. So
Uh,
perception rolls for me.
Oh, okay.
I was asking if either of you two wanted to roll an insight.
Yeah.
I misheard.
Lucy
Let me roll
definitely
one.
would.
Okay. Actually,
Just stay in the dang tray,
will-
please. That is equally
I will
good.
say as ooh, nice. I will say as Solange comes out with the drink, Lao will yell at her back. Have you found that goose yet?
She shrivels. Her head is like going onto her shoulders, even though she's a real kind. And she's just like, fine. I just need to make this drink. You can probably
Tell me how it's going when you come
I
over.
don't. If you want to make like a very quick insight,
Yes.
just like
I think these are disadvantage. So that is. What's your insight mod? Is it filthy dirty now, or is it just normal? Yeah, it's just normal. You get 12.
12. You just get, you're more focused on her and her like embarrassment, but you feel like someone I think it was someone heard you, and you don't know who, you don't know what, you think it just might be a vibe, but they are probably grinning. If you were to imagine this person.
Goodness, golly gosh.
Um
So, what did we
Also,
get with
I'm
our
gonna-
insights on Lao?
Yeah.
Cool. Yes. So, you both get this. Chifley picks this up pretty much immediately, because he's paying close attention. Whereas, Brain, Lucy, takes a couple of seconds before you realise. Lau looks at this drink. Chifley, you immediately see that, oh dear fucking god, come across his face. His smirk's just dropped, his eyes have widened as he sees this, and you can see his beak a wrinkle and him lean all the way back, and he's clearly not looking forward to this drink at all. You could see his outline just kind of do a full body shudder. And hey Liz, is this drink sweet?
Oh, yes. It has been reported to be sweet. You can smell the sweetness specifically of a pomegranate fruit, but yeah, it is sweet. Mm-hmm.
So Chifley, you probably get a little whiff of the sweet sugary odor coming from this drink, and you remember, oh yeah, no, Lao's not fond of sweets. Lao's very much not fond of sweet things.
Yep.
Un- Unfortunately, Lucy, you only get the impression that Lao is not looking forward to drinking this at all.
Mm-hmm. Lucy turns out like, don't worry, it's got a good aftertaste.
Yes, I'm not really worried. I can handle. I can handle it. It's fine. And he picks out the sparkler, um, and then actually he stops, and then he puts it back in, and then looks back at me and says, "Actually, I think this is something we should probably drink at the same time when your fireball comes out."
If you
And
Yeah.
insist.
yes, actually, I do. The point.
Speaking of... No, go.
I was to say, the point of this evening is for you to have a fun time, and I think it'd be more fun for you if we, well, there's no point in me getting completely shit-faced. It's about you letting loose and having a bit of fun. And it's not very fun if I'm the only one drinking.
I suppose not. You're making me sound like such a boring person, though.
His face kind of pops, and with that insight, you can see that there is a slight hint of panic. It's like, no, you're not. You're you're definitely you're a very interesting man. And he is kind of grasping at the air. You're because you're a little less adventurous in terms of doesn't mean that you're a boring person. I think you're a quite interesting person. I think you have very interesting opinions on things, and you know a shit ton about medicine, and I think that's very cool. And I learned quite a few things from you actually. And he is not stopping. He is just going.
I'm just gonna roll another deception.
Go ahead.
Splendid. I like that that's low.
I'm not rolling for now because he's not paying attention.
Okay, that's an 11. Maybe because he had that real kind drink. That's why he's blushing, right?
Definitely. Let's get into him now.
He's not going to say anything. He's just going to let Lao keep rambling because his, brain has sort of stopped a bit.
Yeah, cool. Me, look at the counter. It's lunch. How'd that drink going?
Yeah. This is hi, me behind the curtain. I have the list of drinks, but I have also seemingly misplaced the Bible.
Oh dear.
So I am scrambling to try and find that. If you remember what the details of the Bible were, I would appreciate it. But if not, would you? Oh.
Yeah, no, I know the deeds of the Bible.
Okay.
So I'll describe the drink as Solange brings it out. Then, when Solange brings the drink out, it's in a small cocktail glass. Small cocktail glass. The liquid itself is like a Fanta orange. And it's got tiny little bubbles that kind of pop. Kind of has a lava, as they bring it over, it kind of wibbles a little bit like lava or jelly almost. And it kind of shimmers a bit as she places it down the counter. But other than that, it doesn't seem to have. Oh no, wait, yes, actually, there is something. There's a little bit of steam rising from it.
I think Chif is equally matching Lao's unenthusiasm for his beverage. And I'm gonna roll him at dis to drink this.
Yeah. Before you do, Lao will just Solange, just double check. This isn't actually hot. It's cold.
Flicks through the book. I believe so.
Well, and Lao's just gonna very quickly reach out and grasp the drink, and look up at Chippy and say, I'm sorry about this. I just want to check." And then he's gonna put his finger in, and shake it and be like, "Well, it's colder than my hand, so it's probably fine. I think that's um just a magical steam. I hope it's just a magical steam." And then he plops it back down. Right. On free then. Yes. So his
Chip will pick up the glass and he'll hold it out to do the cheers thing.
Yep.
Tink.
There's a clink of a glass.
Let's roll some
And
con.
now we roll another con. Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad I rolled that at this.
Yes! I rolled until I got lower than a 10 because this is a sweet drink. Oh my god.
Alright. Chip is definitely intoxicated now.
Ooh.
We down at
Boy,
one.
No, go. Describe the drinks. I have something at the end for you, though, Lao.
Ooh, fun. Yeah, no, briefly, you chug that drink down, and it's weird because you feel like it should be hot, but it's not. It's definitely like spicy. Like as you drink it down, it's sort of sweet, but then there's like a sort of spicy aftertaste just creeping down from your chest up your throat. And could you roll me another con save, please?
Oh, goody. That is a 9.
Yeah, no, okay. You know, Chifley, you feel your throat gets quite, like, not hot as in you're melting, but, like, there's a pressure in your throat, and then it kind of crawls up, and then it's at the back of your mouth, and you have to, like, cough. And, what direction, like, what do you do? Like, cover your mouth? Do you...
Oh yeah, he sort of will curl in on himself and cover his mouth to cough.
As you cough out, yeah, no, a little fireball comes out.
Let me just
Put your
get
hands over your mouth.
Yeah. Where's my D8?
Oh.
Okay, that's not too bad. It's only a small one. He does jolt and like shake his hand, and like his glove has got a little bit of scorching on it, and like looks like, you know, like that shimmery wet look, as if he sort of melted a little, and he's just shaking at his hand, and he only took 2 points of damage, so that's fine. But he's a bit startled.
I feel like because of how drunk he is, it doesn't hurt as much.
Oh no. No. But it was a startle.
Oof.
Uh-huh.
I look up at you, Liz.
Solange is Solange, first off, Solange is also startled because she's kind of frazzled. There's a lot going on. She's been running around taking orders, and then she had to make a drink. So she was just she's apologetic. She's like, I'm sorry. I'll get you something for that. I'm sorry, but I should write that. And she just heads to the back of the doors, and you hear some like rifling. She doesn't come back in an instant. She takes a moment, but it's not too long until she comes over with like a little shot glass with a red liquid in it, and hands it over to you, Chiefly. Healing potion, healing drink, healing shot. There, that one. I'm sorry.
He'll just take it and down it.
Yeah, just you get 3 healing points.
Perfect. He's fine. He's just drunk.
Yeah.
I will say, as you bring that out, now has gripped Chifley's wrist and like brought it towards him, and he's just flicking his hand over and over. And both Solange and Chifley are going to see that his head's cocked to the side, and his pupil is like expanding and shrinking as he's looking at Chifley's hand. Um, and
Oh
I
boy.
actually, could you both roll me a perception?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I get to do this at dis now, according to my chart.
Yay!
Oh baby, what is your perception? Uh, 20 plus. No, no, not persuasion. Oh shit, nice. Thanks, wizard.
Nice, wizards.
I love your wizards with a +1 to wisdom.
Solange, you're probably a bit too rushed off to hear anything. Just like seeing this guy look over this other guy's hand, and shit, oh no, I heard a customer, crap, okay, we're gonna get shot. They didn't hear much. Please. With an 18, well, after you get like over the slight stinging of coughing a fireball into your fucking hand, you feel your hand get tugged over, see Lao looking at it, and you start hearing like little sort of crowing, chirping noises, like you'd hear from like a crow, or a curious magpie. And Lao's outline is a little wiggly, definitely more bird. As he looks at your hand.
Oh dear.
He lets it go. Lets it go once you're you've had a shot. And pulls his hand back himself.
I think Chiff will just
I want to.
pat Lao on the arm afterwards.
Lao, I want to ask you because once you, I feel like that drastic situation kind of pulled your attention.
Yes.
But now that it's past, it's kind of swirling in your head now. Like, oh, yeah, it was very sweet. It was very fruity, very tropical. That rum and those fruits, but it was also topped with ice cream and
Oh,
syrup
God.
and oh, it's so much, and there is alcohol in here, but it's tune alcohol, but it's mixed with real kind of rum, and there's also this kind of wistfulness lying underneath. I want you to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 10.
Oh, okay. I'll make this a disadvantage.
This sounds like the kind of drink I would drink in real life. Like, straight up.
Okay.
Me too.
Oh, yeah,
I
like...
need so much sweetness and shit.
Yeah, my favourite cocktail is a Midori Splice. Like, and that has ice cream in it. So it's like...
No, I'm gonna choose to fail this one, because this is what Lao rolled his lowest. And I want him to fail. So...
Okay. Yeah, just knock off one. You feel yourself. Maybe let's. Maybe it's just the scenario and stuff, but you can feel this drink pulling on wistfulness, and maybe it isn't any particular memory you may have, but it's trying to construct a feeling of nostalgia, new nostalgia, something warm, something familiar, and it doesn't have to be anything that is actually familiar to you and anything that you could associate from being warm, because God knows people knows how that is a double-edged sword. So it just gives you a nice net, and with this specific drink, though you don't really have a benchmark of how the other drink really feels, this specific drink also gives you the memory of something warm to rest on, but also assures you that something just as warm and just as comfortable and just as fulfilling is on the other side if you just take the steps and keep on going through life. You will have a good journey and you
Aww.
will end up somewhere nice.
Cool, I'm rolling another wit save.
Yeah, that's I was like, oh, this is ooh.
Yeah, so that was a 9. Lao is gonna just kind of pause, and he's gonna start like slumping onto the table. His arms are crossed now, and his beak is resting on his arms, and he just is along. I this mm, this is a very interesting drink. Mm, Chifley,
Mm. Yeah.
if if I if I asked you if I asked you a thing, would you answer me very honestly?
Just gonna tilt his head to one side and frown a little bit. Of course I would. Why would I not?
I don't know. People lie. People lie all the time, and people do. I I I I trust. I want to trust you won't lie if I ask you a question. I and he pushes himself up a little, and he wobbles, and he hiccups. And as he hiccups, a little black bubble comes out of his mouth, shakes his head. I need you to be honest with me. And he reaches over and grabs Chippy's hand and squeezes it.
Mm-hmm.
I need to ask you a very important question.
Chip's kind of gone a little bit stiff, and he is blushing again. I'm not going to roll him a deception. He's too drunk.
Lao leans forward a little bit. His head's like just up Chippy's shoulder at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
If I asked you to come home with me, would you come home with me?
Sorry, I'm just dying over here. That's so cute. Yep. Chip is like 90% blush. He just sort of nods. He's really sort of shy about it at first, but then it gets a little bit more enthusiastic. And he's just so blushing right
now. Lao's gonna let go and lean back in his chair and clap his hands kind of sloppily. I'll tell you what, Chip. I've been wanting to ask you that for quite a while, and Carmina, and maybe Drew, and well, if Drew's coming, Austin's going to come as well. But you all need to meet my family. I think it's very important because you are all probably counts as Mazelvis by now, so you should all come home, be introduced, and be go through the process, and it'll all be fucking great. And his whole outline has just gone like fluffy, and he's leaning back in his chair, his head is lolling, and he's waving his arms in the air, and there's the biggest fucking smile on his face as he goes on and on and on.
I think Chip is sort of gonna lean forward and like kind of hug Lao around the shoulders because he's lolling back. So he's like, please don't fall out of your chair, holy shit. But he's also going, okay, I know I've met one of his mothers, but taking me home to meet his family. Ah! And like, because he's Tessicanidant, right? So his well, basically his whole face is just blush. Just a nice even pink.
As you reach over and like put your arms around Lao, he is gonna lean back into your shoulder and he's just gonna like he's gonna put his forehead up to your neck and he's just gonna like shudder and laugh. I think you're going to like you're going to love my Momoko. She's going to love you a lot. She's going to enjoy you. I think she'll also probably really like you. She respects stubborn people a lot, and you're also very stubborn. It's a good quality. You don't take shit when you don't need to. Well, you do, but also you don't need to. And I think I think that she'll like you very much. I hope she likes you because she should. Because I think you're rather good, and I think a lot of people should like you because you are you're a very good person, Chifley.
Oh my
You're a
god,
lot
now you're
better.
killing him.
This is what happens when you get loud down. You unlock the doors, my friend. Off he goes.
Chip is basically, he's not giving me any words whatsoever. He's just basically doing that screaming bird gif. It's going, ah! Oh my god, you got me giggling like a schoolgirl. This is so fucking cute. Oh man, I love it, I love it, I love it.
At you so gently. Man.
Oh my god.
Lao. I'm gonna roll. Actually, should I do this? Yeah, fuck it. I will do this. I'm not even gonna roll. Once his crackling fit is kind of stopped, Lao's just gonna kind of slump into Iffy's shoulder. Can I roll another perception?
Sure.
Um,
Okay. What's your perception again? Whoops. 11.
Dang. So, Chifley, you can kind of hear noise coming from Lao, but you can't discern anything from it. He's just kind of muttering, before he kind of pulls away from your neck very briefly. He's now reached his arm around, and he's not put it on your back, but he has put it, like, on your other shoulder. He's made sure to keep it, like, high. And he's waving down like either Solange or Lucy or anyone you can see, and he's just saying, "I think one more round, because I think if Chifley has any more, I think he might actually fucking die, and that's not the point. He's supposed to have fun, and he needs to have fun, and I think that one more."
Lucy like shoots you like a eyebrow raise. It's like one more. Yeah, just some standard ass. I mean, let's be nice. I think she like gives Chiefly a wink, and actually does like in a tankard just put wine in there for him. And Lao, you'd get like your special your special little boy drink, your special lemony drink, but it's more lemon than alcohol, so it's a little diluted but very sour.
I'm still gonna roll him a con. I'm still gonna do it.
I'm gonna roll a dex for Lao, because he's gonna look at this and then he's gonna kind of squint. He's like, "I'm gonna take this one away later. I'll tell you what I do want." And he points at the board and he's like, "What's that one that has what's that thing? The thing there?" And he's pointing at the shotgun.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna roll him a dex check.
You know, I like your tenacity. And Lucy will like ring a little bell and like step off to the side, and she just give me like a big like, "I wait 1 second." And guess who it is? Sort of walking, like covering around people in the room. She kind of like drops a mop bucket to the sides. It's your favorite tall, mopey human. This is Andrea. Once again, you are faced with a human lady who has one side of her hair shaven and the other side flowing with hair similar to Solange and dotted throughout her body is like leaves and vines and thorns sort of just sticking through. Like it's not like stuck on, these are growing from her.
Oh, cool.
And she levels you a very unreadable look. um Lao. But the eye contact is very much like, I can hold this eye contact because I know you, and I have thoughts about you, but I right now my face is not telling you what my current thoughts about you are right now. Um,
Um,
and
she do me a favor and roll me a dex save, please.
oh my god,
Because the minute Lau
Andrea,
sees her,
I'll
minute
roll dex save.
go for it. The minute Lau sees her, everyone's gonna see this. He gets even fluffier, like woofs out, and he does like flappy hands and just like, and he reaches over and tries to like grab her in what you think is a hug. I'm giving her advantage because this is not the first time Lau has tried to do this.
Nice. Oh,
um,
advantage, nice. Okay.
yes.
Advantage, and then I
Roll
will
like
do
garbage,
this because
please.
yeah, I should bring out my actual physical dice, but that's another time. 21.
Yeah, no. Sorry, Lau. Pretty easy. He makes a swipe and he like almost grabs like part of your tunic, but you get out of the way of that easy. You're used
Yeah.
to the way he moves when he's blasted.
She does like sit him back up though, so he's not like just constantly hanging over. Um, and she doesn't really say anything. She just starts like rifling under the table, like underneath the bar. Um, so like if you want to say something, she's all ears. She's just no words.
Uh,
You could roll a perception on Chifley while you're at it.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh,
don't think Lau will.
Lao.
Both of you are
Lau
welcome to.
won't. Because
Got you.
Lau is completely focused on Andrea, and he will be saying, you'll never let me give you a hug. Why won't you let me give you a hug? Lucy will let me give her a hug, and so, well, Solange, if I can find her, but usually, I don't know. Oh, she's worse at dodging. You never let me give you a hug. I think that's rude of you. Very rude.
With that 19, Chifley is giggling, giggling into his hands. He has just started to giggle, and it's the kind of giggle that you've heard from drunks before. He cannot stop now that he's started. But it's very low and very, very quiet. So, like, you've heard some of Lau's cackles. He can't even remotely get to that volume. It's just all very, very soft. And he's trying to muffle it with his hands a little bit anyway. But he's just gone, nope, got the giggles, cannot stop, help, kind of thing.
Oh gosh. No, like at Lao's comments, there's like Lao, you definitely can like tell now, but you can see the well, I guess you're drunk, so there's a chance that you might not. You don't need to roll for it though, but like you can decide. But Andrea's doing like some just almost imperceptible like nods. You're sort of like ramblings about when it comes more to like Lucy and Solange like giving you a hug. She's like, it's just almost like the but just imperceptible. um and she gives like she gives chiefly like a slight cock of the head, like turns to the side, but like no, there's no comment. She just acknowledges and then continues rifling, and you hear like mechanism sort of like clicking uh into each other and stuff. um and then she sort of half straightened up. She's still kind of like bent over, and she goes, say
Just 1 minute, just a second. Lau looks over back at Chifley, who is still giggling.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of slides like his front half over the top of the table bar like a cat stretching out their front paws. And he kind of bops his head on the closest part of Chifley, like if there's a hand on the table, his head out on his hand.
Oh gosh. Yep. Yeah.
And he slow blinks up with his wobbly, fluffy outline. He says, Chifley, 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 Chiffers, Chimney, Chifley.
What?
Are you having fun? Are you having fun? You're giggling, and I think that's a good thing. And I think that means you're having fun, but are you having fun? Very important.
Let me just roll in my whiz save. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna roll it at dis, even though that was really low. Okay. What's your whiz? Oh yeah, I have to roll it at dis because you are very high whiz character. Is that low enough? Are your inhibitions lowered enough?
You can choose to fail. This is an FPS, baby.
I know. Oh man, I really want him to say this. Alright, sure. He's going to just bungle this. So he sort of manages to stop giggling just long enough, and he just sort of looks down at Lao, and he gives a small little nod, and then... You're very cute.
Lau blinks a couple seconds. And he kind of leans back and he slaps Chifley on the leg or on the arm. It's just like, oh, you're funny. You're very funny. Which means you're having fun. Which means I did a very good job tonight. Which means... And he slaps his hands again, and he slams his hands on the counter, pushes himself up, and gets very close to... Oh gosh, I'm sorry, I forgot her name.
Andrea, yeah.
Yeah, very close to Andrea's face, and he says, "Fucking hit me!" And he is going from his cheek.
In her hand is a wooden stick with two barrels, and then there is a flash. Roll a con save.
I'm not rolling a con save.
Oh my gosh.
No, so blink, Chifley. And where Lao once was, there is nothing. There is a chair, and then there's a and there is a and there's a as Lao shot out of his chair by a shotgun into the opposite wall. There is a big Lao-shaped imprint in the wall as he slowly back onto the floor, and I'm just gonna roll some damage.
What the god?
So, I like the shotgun. It's a fun little thing. I'm just gonna chalk that to. It is a shotgun. It's. Oh no. Yeah, no. Fuck it. Lao has taken 7 bludgeoning damage, but you will hear as his face is pressed flush against the floor. He's just fucking cackling. um,
I I went next to Chifley, who I can't imagine the look on his face, but Andrea holding what seems to be a shotgun, but very poorly constructed, and now has a bang fucking flag like shooting out, sticking out the end of it. Just leans over to Chifley and says, "Sorry about your boyfriend," and starts disassembling the gun.
Oh my god. I think Chif might fall off of his chair at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, yep. Chip is just going to, like, he's sort of holding onto the table a little bit. Is like, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, kind of thing. Because he is so drunk. And also just like, oh my gosh. I can't even articulate what Chip's doing right now. I'm just all giggles. Oh no. Oh man. Chip, how's your brain? How's your brain working? Is it working? Nah. That's a nap one.
Perfect.
No. Oh, he's just trying to be upright. Gosh. Oh no. Oh, he can't even think to maybe push Lao's chair over to him. He's just sort of sitting there now.
I mean,
Oh, don't worry. I feel like Solange might be the one who might help with this. Like, she's on the other side of the room, she's taking the orders, is kind of quieted down now, but like just starting to, and she just doesn't see Lao hanging like imprinted on the wall. And she would fucking grab out her spell book and summon not find familiar, what's the
Unseen Servant?
the one that, yeah, unseen summon, there we go.
Yeah. I had this image of Solange going around the room picking up like used mugs and like plates and stuff, and then she just passes by. Lao just casually picks them up off the floor, puts them on top of the used mugs and plates, and then continues to stack stuff on top of him.
Meanwhile, Chifley's got one of those thought bubbles behind him that's just got the word boyfriend over again, like just scrolling past.
Gosh.
Hastily trying to like poof the thought bubble away when Lao gets brought back over.
Gosh. I will admit at this point, like, lost the shotgun. I don't think Lao's gonna be drinking anymore. I think he's just done.
Yeah.
Just flop him in his chair, and there's
And
like,
last drinks.
yep, there's spirals in his eyes. He is kind of bastard. And yeah, I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to do.
No, I will say, yeah, as I said before, I think the hour is almost up of this extended happy hour. So, if there was a time to vamoose, that you can leave with other seemingly plastered people too.
Oh, for sure. They'll just follow the crowd out.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Lao is going to try and roll a stealth. He's not gonna succeed, but I want to see how badly he fucks this up.
Mm-hmm.
Because he still hasn't paid his tab and he doesn't intend to.
But rolling.
Yeah. Lao's not fucking subtle. He's got.
Damn.
I know it's pretty fucking obvious. You hear like bangs and screamings against chairs as Lao just probably barges through a few people as well. As he tries to make his way out. Although he won't be leaving without Chifley. He will be like following along with Chifley, making sure he comes with him.
I think Chifley's probably using Lao's wheelchair to help stay upright.
Great, this is excellent. Oh fuck! Hang on, there is something I do want to do. As Lao leaves with Chifley, he will look up at Chifley and say, I don't really fancy getting a carriage or a cab home. I suppose I could give you a lift. And he just kind of jerks a thumb over his shoulder at the back of his wheelchair. Just hop on. Just hop on. I'll get home.
Chifley is a little bit, like, speechless. He's sort of looking at the back of Lao's chair, just trying to figure out how.
Lao just stops, looks up at him, looks back and is like, oh, right, okay, fine. And then he's going to reach out, and I'm going to roll strength check, because he is going to try and pull Chifley. Why do you get a nat 20 then?
This always happens, doesn't it?
So, I mean, Chifley can roll against that if he wants.
Nah.
But okay,
also,
12,
Chif's got a -2 strength, so, like...
yeah, Lao brings Chifley, like, he does kind of tug a bit jerkily, but he doesn't, like, throw Chifley. Yeah, no, Chifley, you're now suddenly sitting in Lao's lap, as you are kind of flung into, or, like, across one of the arms of the chair, as Lao just kind of... I would suggest you hold on very tightly, because if you're not used to it, you might get a bit motion sick, and please don't be sick on me. And then Lauer's gonna activate the spider climb on his wheelchair.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And,
like, if Chif had returned to his normal complexion by this point, he's pink again.
So I think with that, Solange and whoever the hell else is paying attention to when Lau leaves, that will be up to you, I guess, Liz. All of you will notice this as Lau pulls him down, activates the spider climb. You will also all notice that as the folks of the wheelchair kind of snap out into like green vibes, they kind of wobble a little bit and take stuttering, wobbly steps. As Lau
Even his
goes
wheelchair
down
is drunk!
Wheelchair is linked. And I think it will close on that. However, one last thing. Whoever opens the newspaper the next day, picture of something jumping over a rooftop. And no one really knows what it is. They think it's like some sort of weird creature of the night. Yeah, Lucy, you're gonna get the impression that Lau's probably broken some kind of law here. And everyone else, this is how Lau gets a DUI. He's gonna add this onto his list.
Holy shit. Oh,
Wanna
no.
add that?
God, I don't know
So fucking
what's
funny.
better than ending with like Lau gets a DUI.
I did have one little thing that I wanted Chifley to do before we like stop very suddenly after they've gotten the DUI. And I'm presuming that they're both back at Lau's apartment because Chif is way too drunk to get home safely and does not want Lau to try and get home by himself. Now,
Lau's taking Chifley home.
just remind me, Ju, because Lau's apartment only has the one bedroom, right? Lao's been sleeping in the lounge room, and Chifley's been in Lao's bedroom. Is that right, or is it the other way around now?
So I think they've swapped. Now that Lao is a bit more active, they've kind of swapped over, and Chifley has got the couch.
Okay, cool. So when they get back to the apartment in whatever state and newly acquired criminal record that they have, Chip's gonna make sure that Lao gets to the doorway of the bedroom, and because he no longer has any inhibitions and is drunk, Chip is going to lean down and give Lao a very, very cold kiss on the cheek before sprinting to the lounge room.
Lao's just kind of wobble in his chair. His chair's gonna wobble with him because he didn't think to get out of his wheelchair before he got inside. And he just kind of blinks. And just... and then he kind of goes over his bedroom. That's it. Cackling. Chifley can be like cackling as he kind of, and then like thwomping sounds. And then like some kind of boring snores coming out from the apartment.
Oh dear. Chip's probably going to be lying awake going, why the fuck did I do that? Why the fuck did I do that? For a few minutes before he passes out too.
Oh, poor little bugger. Alright. It's fine. Yes, good. I put this in my pocket. Thank you very much. Gosh. Thank you both very much for playing with me. This is very fun. You are both so fucking delightful. Thank you for entertaining my nonsense.
That's great nonsense. I love it. Thank you for letting me be a part of it.
Good nonsense.
Liz, thank you for staying up for this so much. I know we should probably wrap up so that you can head to bed. Gosh, so much for keeping this under an hour.
Nah, it's fine.
I
Played to find out what happens, and we found out a lot.
Yeah, we did. But yeah, thank you all for playing. Thank you for anyone listening, both live and later on. I hope you had fun. This was quite fun.
My cheeks hurt. This is great.
Good. Say goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.